computers and thought to themselves, what if George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or can't Cole Porter pull it off again? Can you imagine? Now it's just, please, Elton John, must we continue this charade? It used to be, sitting there in the dark, you knew that when the show began, you would be taken away to another world. Yes, a world full of music and color and glamour, and all you could do was think to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up the lights? Oh, how things have changed. Hello, how are we today? I'm feeling a little blue myself. You know, just a little anxious for no particular reason. So I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was about to put on the soundtrack recording of Meredith Wilson's The Music Man. I had a craving for young Ronnie Howard. But then I said no. Let's have a treat. Let's disappear for a while into the decadent world of the 1920s, when the champagne flowed while the caviar chilled, and all the world was a party. For the wealthy, anyway. So I dug about, and what did I find in one of my favorite shows, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? Lyrics by Joel Gable and music by Sidney Stein? It's a 2-record set, remastered from the original recording made in 1928. It's the full show with the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? Let me read you what it says here on the back. It says, "Make us mayhem in a gay wedding." Of course, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now, but back then it just meant fun. And that's exactly what this show is, fun. So, would you indulge me? Would you let me play it for you now? I was hoping you'd say yes. Oh, do you hear that music? I love that sound. To me, that's the sound of a time machine starting up.
Anjali?
Yes, ma'am.
How do I look?
You look great, Mrs. Holiday.
Oh, I do love this dress, though. It never goes out of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Would someone tell me why I put it on?
you need for an evening's entertainment? Wasn't that wonderful? And we will ding along. I don't even know what that means. All right, I'll lead you through this record the best I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. So we begin with a welcome from the love-struck groom.
Well, I just wanted to thank you all for coming. I tell you, I must be some lucky fellow. Who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl will be willing to give up her successful career on stage for me, Robert Martin. Now, for prohibition, I say, let's raise a glass. To Janet, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not!
Excuse me.
The bride mustn't see her groom on the wedding day. It's bad luck!
I hope you heard that because that's the plot. Basically, hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian room.
Say, it's a little early to be drinking, isn't it?
I don't understand the question.
Look, you just keep Jane away from Robert, understand? You're the chaperone, that's your only job!
Aye, aye, mon capitaine.
Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I'm your little monkey.
So the bride and groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B plot involving the producer.
Mr. Felsick?
I'm getting married and leading show business.
Mr. Felsick!
Doesn't she know I got obligations?
Mr. Felsick, I can be a leading lady. You said it yourself. I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, for the last time, you ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet.
Yeah, I'm pretty good too. Last week I auditioned for Swanee Luke.
A little adaptation. Now, Kitty and Felsick were a couple in real life, Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct. A stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end she does something that makes us all wonder whether it's all just an act. The irony here is that Sadie actually was quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently. But still, she had a wonderful career on the stage. At that time, the theater was the only place that stupid people could earn a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
Appetit for Mr. Felsen.
And now.
Perhaps an escrow
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps we could give you something else to chew on.
Something that ain't food.
Like what?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also
Primarily,
employees of certain individual.
A certain individual.
a certain individual.
That happens to be the largest single investor in Felsick's parties. He sent us here
As pastry chefs,
to express his concern about Miss Vandergraff's impending nuptials.
specifically,
That if she gets married and leaves the show, then there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you?
no, you don't.
Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
Have you ever spent time in a coma?
No, but I have a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty, boys, you tell your boss that this wedding is never going to happen. You have my word.
Oh, we'll take your word, all right.
But to go back on your word would be a recipe for disaster. Now we hope we made ourselves perfectly eclair.
What can only hope?
You best gotta be kidding me.
I tried for much.
Don't talk with me.
Okay, you can drop the paper shirt routine.
Alas, we lunch.
We're on the land.
Lamb's an entree, you macaroon.
The gangsters were played by the vaudeville duo, the Tall Brothers, John and Peter Tall. They were an early example of the typical Broadway gangster. Full-on wordplay and stylized movements. Not very intimidating. Unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do, but for reasons that would not be appropriate to this situation.
Well, Mr. Felsig, we'll leave the matter in your hands. But in the meantime, feel free to browse the dessert carousel.
Try the Toledo surprise.
It's to die for.
Holy cats, Mr. Felsick, they're gangsters!
Very perceptive. Now, go pound in your face. I've got to stop this leg. But how? Oh, Lord in heaven, how? How?
I always thought that moment was a little overplayed. So the scene shifts and we find the bride, the glamorous Miss Janet Van de Graaff, entertaining questions from her orders as she lounges by the pool.
Miss Van de Graaff, is it true that you've given up a successful career to marry a man who's hardly in the touch?
Yes, Robert and I met on the Lido deck of the Ile-de-France. He amused me with the stories of his father's oil interests. He spooned, and then he proposed.
So you won't be returning to the stage, ever?
I shall.
To quote you on that.
Of course. One more question. Oh, yes.
Why in the world would anyone put olives in a Gibson?
I've got a question. How can you give up the floodlights when you know very well you've got grease paint in your veins? Oh, Janet, I am begging you. Drop the mug instead of the bullets. I'll give you anything you want. Oh, fine. I'll put your name above mine on the marquee.
Oh, Victor, if you think this is about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes no more. I don't want to write moves no more. I don't want to show off. I don't want to wear this no more. The ladies all see Swiss knits no more. The girls in the tub no more. I don't want to show off. Don't try to control me. I've made up my mind, and that's it. I quit. I'm leaving it all.
course, as the bride. She was the Oops girl, remember? Surely you remember the Oops girl? She was billed as the girl whose sexual energy was so high it caused the men around her to have accidents. They'd drive their cars into trees and spill their drinks. And she would just go, oops. Well, I'm not really doing it justice, but people ate it up. She made a whole series of films. Oops, the Oops Girl Come Home, and Oops Girl at Sea, which won an Oscar for special effects.
Well, begging and groveling didn't work, so on to plan B. And for that, I'm going to need an accomplice. Someone gullible with loose morals. I'm going to need what you call a European. Excuse me, I don't believe we met.
I am Adolfo.
You are Adolfo.
Yes, I am Adolfo.
No, not the Adolfo.
Yes, I am me, Adolfo.
Funny, you don't look like a scoundrel.
Yes.
What? Well, just now I overheard the room saying that Adolfo is a scoundrel.
What? Adolfo is a scoundrel?
Those very words.
Adolfo is a scoundrel?
It's like I'm hearing it again.
This is outrageous.
He is saying this to beautiful and sexy ladies.
Why? I must.
You must take matters into your own hands.
Jeez, I must have taken this group into my hands and kill him.
Yes! No! Don't kill him. Just hurt him enough so he can't get married.
Very good. Take me to this group. Wait!
What?
What kind of man is this group? A big man?
Well,
Adolfo is a lover,
Not a fighter.
some say I am the king of romance.
well, you know what they say. The best way to get back at a man is through his door. No. The best way to get revenge on a man is through his
Window.
revenge. To get back at a man through his
Through his. There is no other ways. I'm not Santa Claus coming down chimney.
through his woman.
Through his woman.
Yes, Adolfo, you must seduce the bride.
His woman.
The bride.
Show me to this bride.
Roman Bartelli chewing the scenery. You certainly couldn't get away with a performance like that nowadays, could you? No, mature contemporary audiences are just too sophisticated to enjoy broad racial stereotypes on the stage. So we banished them to Disney. Let the children sort it out.
Oh, in a few hours, I'm going to be Mrs. Robert Martin. Oh, my head is spinning.
Yes, life is a mad whirlwind.
Now, this is a very interesting scene. This is the only time that Jane Roberts and Beatrice Stockwell were alone together on the stage. Now, Jane Roberts was an emerging star, but Beatrice Stockwell was already well established and a force to contend with. She was famous for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired troops in every major world conflict up to and including the Falklands War. Of course, by that time she was in her late 80s, so her anthems didn't so much rouse as stupefy. Still, she demanded that a rousing anthem be placed in every show she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. But you just couldn't say no to her. Now that's star power.
I know it seems crazy to give up a successful career to marry a man I hardly know. Oh, Chaperone, could you just allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration?
Inspiration? Really, dear, that's not my forte.
Well, I know, but if you could just...
As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue Let me explain. It's a little world which we live. It can bore you till you not have to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents, Antarctica. Oh, please. Still, you mustn't let it take you this planet so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along, our life riders dance along, and like a shadow we shine, we live and we learn. And when we finally leave the bar, and I see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps and homeward turn. And we stumble away through the unwinding sunbeam, bearing no embrace from eyes nor them from shore. And as long as we can hear the little bluebirds, there'll be a song as we stumble along, as we stumble, bumble, bumble, rumble, as we
Don't you just love her?
That was quite inspiring, Chaperone. I'm still conflicted. Oh, please just tell me, is Robert the one for me?
My dear, that's something you'll have to decide for yourself.
I just don't know if he loves me.
Why don't you ask him? Why don't you say, Roger, do you love me?
It's Robert, and I'm not allowed to see him. In fact, it's your job to keep me away from him.
You're right, and I take my responsibility very seriously. However, in this moment, I'm feeling terribly, terribly drowsy. I'm afraid I have to lie down. Now, don't go wandering through the garden seeking your fiancé to ask him the question on which your future happiness depends on.
Oh, thank you, Chaperone. Oh, I just have to know if he loves me.
Such a skinny little fool. Still, I am here. Oh, and will love come crashing through my door.
Look who it is. It's Adolfo come to seduce the bride.
I am Adolfo, Angel de Bride.
No, I'm not.
What? This is bridal suite. Angel, I'm the only one here. Therefore, you must be bride.
Interesting argument, but I'm afraid you're a moron.
What?
Me, no bride. Perhaps I could take a message.
Yes. Very good. Dear Vandegraaff, I must make known to you and transport you to the place of ecstasy. Sooner means better. Signed Adolfo, King of Romance.
Well, you saw through my little ruse. You found me out.
So you are the bride.
Apparently, yes. Take me a dollface.
Not Adolphe. Adolfo. You must say the right name, for when we are making love, and you try to say Adolphe, introduce myself. I am Adam.
Nice to meet you. Shall we?
Not so fast! So just in case you didn't hear about it, I'd like to make it very clear and all. The lovely ladies always cheer about it for. When I repeat myself, I am Adam.
Understood.
I can sing it high. I can sing low. I can sing it very fast. I can sing it very slow. I'm doing now, but it would take hours. Now, let me see if you can remember my name.
I'll give it a shot.
And how should you refer to me? And who is it alone with me? Now sing it proudly. Now let me spell it out for you. For all you lovely ladies out there that didn't hear for some reason. Because maybe you are they hearing or something. I don't know. It goes. No. Ha 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 ha.
That was my mother's favorite number in the show. I think it was her secret fantasy to be swept off her feet by a Latin lover. I mean a real Latin lover, not about food. But that's what musicals are all about, right? Romantic fantasy. Falling in love at the drop of a hat. Spontaneous tangling. Suddenly finding yourself in an insanely romantic setting.
I'm an accident waiting to happen.
Look out!
Oh, don't worry, madam. I'm getting married today, so I have to wear a blindfold.
A blindfold?
I'm sorry, who am I speaking to anyhow?
Why, it's me. It's me! Me from France!
This scene couldn't be any more ridiculous.
So I hear you are marrying Janet Vandergraff, no?
Oui.
Oh, I hear she's very beautiful.
Oui.
And glamorous.
Oui.
Is it true? She has an exceptionally broad range, excels at playing both comedic and dramatic roles.
Say, I'm having a little trouble placing your accent. What part of France are you from?
The middle part where they make their toast. You were telling me about how you say in English? Fiancé?
Well, that's right.
Well, then tell me, when was the moment when you knew that she was the only one for you?
It's a funny story, actually. We were standing on the Lido deck, the Isle of France,
Yes.
and I was amusing her with stories of my father's oil interests.
And then what happened?
And then, I looked into her eyes, her big, glamorous eyes, and I felt all woozy.
Oh, and then you fell. And then you fell?
Yes, right on my keister. And then I said, well, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we haven't left the dog.
That's what she said. And then I knew, it must be love.
And then you said?
And then I said, there once was a time I could stop on a dime, for Paris was one of my talents. But since you've been around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. My
You're reading your own mind, you idiot.
No wonder it was so easy.
Mr. Felton,
It would seem that the wedding is proceeding according to schedule.
now it's time for you to receive your just desserts. What do you think, partner? Should we whip up something special for Mr. Felton?
How about a Toledo surprise?
An inspired choice. A Toledo surprise? I've never heard of that. No, you haven't. Those who have are generally never heard from again.
We'll share the recipe with you.
First, you chop the nuts.
Then you pound the dough.
Then you bake it up. Nice and slow. Then you got your Toledo surprise. Oh, for a starter, a grace, what rhythm. Open this. Now shake it. Now give me the recipe one more time. Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up, nice and slow. Then you got Toledo surprise. Now sew it. Pick the peach, peel the skin, mash it up, throw it in. Then you got Toledo surprise. First you beat it out, then you sweet it out. When you heat it up, it tries to rise. Don't let it snap. Try your forks, whip your whites, split your yolks. Then you got Toledo surprise. Wait! About for he make an announcement. Wedding is off. What? For the love of God, why? Adolfo has made love to the bride. That's not the bride, you idiot! That's the chaperone! Oh,
Is that good? What? Robert kissed the French girl? Her name is Mimi. She's very beautiful.
I couldn't help it, Janet. She was just like you. Only French.
Sweet mother of pearl.
Anjali?
Yes, ma'am.
What's all this commotion about?
The wedding, madam.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
Not anymore. Oh, what a tragedy. What a wonderful, wonderful tragedy. Clear the floor, boy. Now straight out.
Why are we dancing? Our dreams are in tatters.
Yes, I know, but this tune is so infectious.
Oh, Robert, this is the saddest day of my life.
I remember my wedding day. I didn't eat breakfast, and the ceremony wasn't until 4 in the afternoon. I do. Are you surprised that I was married? Well, there you go. You shouldn't go making assumptions about people, should you? I'm a very complicated person. Anyways, the scene shifts and we find 2 vaudeville performers who have slipped through the cracks of time. They are Noelle Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Liv. I don't know anything about them. I suppose Ukulele will play the ukulele, although she doesn't in this show. Actually, I tried to find out more about her. I went through all my books and even tried the internet. but all my searches into the Tiny Tim's autopsy photographs. Anyways, they're both charming.
Shall I have the pews removed now? Or would you rather I wait until morning?
Why would you have the pews removed?
Well, the bride has called off the wedding, madam.
Oh, underling, you mustn't listen to a bride on the day of her wedding. Love is a very complex emotion, underling. Why, one minute you can be very close to someone, and the next minute you want to strangle them. Do you understand?
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle. Yes.
See, that's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry, love makes lovers fret, but here's a fact on which we can't depend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
But Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love can start a quarrel, love can cause a din, but love has always been a trusting friend. 'Twas a happy fate for Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
But Aunt Boleyn lost her head, I do believe.
Yes, she was in love. Love sneaks out behind you, love drops from above, but love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me, and my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly coot.
Oh, madam.
Love is always lovely, 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 lovely. Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Oh, there you are, Chaperone. I'm in a terrible state.
You certainly are. You can't go to the wedding looking like, well, that.
Oh, you poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding has been called off.
Not yours, mine. Oh, that reminds me, may I borrow your veil?
You're getting married? But to whom?
Beautiful lady with baffled expression.
You're marrying Adolfo?
I know it's surprising, but when I look into his eyes, his big monkey eyes, I get all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it?
Just dear, that is love.
Help me!
There you are. All right, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I've got a weak heart. I can't take the pressure. If this goes on any longer, the old ticker's gonna get up. Tell me if there's gonna be a wedding or not.
Yes.
Oh, thank the good Lord in heaven.
Adolfo and Chaperone are getting married.
What? Oh, there you are. I've got wonderful news. There's going to be a wedding.
We know.
You know?
Yes.
But who told you?
I did.
But how did you know?
What difference does it make?
But me and Mrs. Tom does to be married in the garden this evening at 7:30.
What?
What?
What? Oh, yes.
Congratulations to everyone.
What kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everybody's getting married except the bride and the groom.
There you are. Oh, Janet, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Please don't be that way. Can't you find in your heart to marry me? Janet, it is our wedding day, and George has gone to all this trouble. Well, I do love you. More than I can even say.
But you kissed another woman.
Yes, I know, and I just don't understand it. I know this may sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing that French girl, why, it was like I was kissing you.
Oh, Robert. You are kissing me.
You're meaning? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Why, thank you. How you loved it when I played the role of Monique in All That Night.
Well, Mr. Velvet, it looks like this wedding's a done deal.
Now you're in a trouble.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Actually, there is. I found a replacement. A new leading lady. Presenting Kitty, the Incredible. Now, concentration on the boys. I can read my mind. My mind.
Well, that was the Drowsy Chaperone. Oh, you have to understand. I love this musical so much, and I've never even seen it. My mother gave me this record right before my father left. He didn't leave because of the record, but I'm sure it didn't help matters. I know it's not a perfect show. The fake French accent is silly, and so are the roller skates, but it does what a show is supposed to do. It takes you away to another world. It gives you a little tune to carry in your head. It gives you something for, well, for when you're feeling blue, you know. As we bumble our way through dark places labyrinth, barely knowing left or right nor right nor wrong, and the best that we can do is hold the blue man. We'll sing his song as we stumble along, as we stumble, bumble, bumble, rumble, as we stumble
As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth, barely knowing left from right nor right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope a bluebird will sing his song as we stumble along. It's a dismal little world in which we live. It can bore you till you've nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents, Antarctica. Oh, please. Still, you mustn't let it lick you. This planet, oh so bland, keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along, cross life's crowded dance floors, as we push and we shove, we live and we learn. And when we finally leave the bar and we see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps up and homeward turn. Then we stumble away through dawn's blinding sunbeam, barely knowing right from right, nor left from wrong. But as long as we can hear that little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along, as we stumble, bumble, fumble, plumble, as we stumble.